So, अच्छे दिन finally आने वाले हैं. I mean Navratri. And what an exciting time lies ahead of us. 9 nights, 10 days of energy, friends, dandia, garba. Wouldn't it be great if during this time we also lost some weight? See, why do we look forward to Navratri? Because it recharges us. It recharges our body, our mind, our soul. But what is that one thing that all these three things depend on? Food. Hence, it is extremely crucial that during Navratri, we take complete control of our food. I understand cooking is difficult, and cooking Navratri special dishes is even more difficult. But that's what I'm here for. So in today's video, we'll first list down the food items that are allowed during Navratri and the ones that are not. I'll give you a Navratri special diet plan that is practical, easy to follow, full of nutrients, but most importantly, it will help you lose weight. And towards the end, I'll give you a bonus tip that will make sure that you lose weight not just during Navratri, but also after it. But before that, if you like me or if you like what I'm saying, then make sure you hit that big fat like button because that motivates me to make more videos. Let's begin. So let's start with the food items that we can consume during Navratri and the ones that we cannot. I'm going to be honest, I was a little confused about this list. So Preeti auntie helped me out. And this is what she says. This is what's not recommended. Garlic, onions, regular salt, wheat flour, rice, pulses, which means no dals, no beans, alcohol and non-veg. Which brings us to the food items that are allowed during Navratri. During this time, you can have dry fruits, fruits, milk and milk products, vegetables like lauki, parval, tomatoes, potatoes, sweet potatoes, spinach. Instead of normal salt, you can have sendha namak, that is rock salt. Instead of normal wheat atta, you can have singhare ka atta, which comes from water chestnut seed, or you can have kutu ka atta, which comes from buckwheat. Instead of normal rice, you can have samak ke chawal, which is kind of a millet, or you can even have sabudana. But most importantly, it is recommended that during Navratri, you eat at home instead of eating out. See, the best part about Navratri is that we are asked to avoid junk food and processed food. And this itself takes care of 80% of your weight loss. But since we are so good at twisting and turning tradition and turning every good thing into a disadvantage, this is why we can still gain weight during Navratri. Number one, instead of eating, we starve ourselves the entire day. Number two, we eat a lot of sweets, pakoras, puris and completely ignore the fruits and vegetables. And number three, we get excited when we see a Navratri special thali offer, especially if it's unlimited, and end up overeating all the time. See, if you starve yourself, then your body will drop its metabolism. And that is how you put on more weight. And metabolism is the last thing you want to play with. Which is why I've created a Navratri special diet plan, which is pretty easy to follow. During Navratri, it is crucial that you have small meals at regular intervals. It does not mean that you have to cook elaborate meals 6 times a day. It just means that you need to have simple food items like these. Start your day with a glass of water and 6 soaked almonds. And around 8 a.m. for breakfast, these are the things that you can have. Sweet potato kheer. Just boil some sweet potatoes, mash them and mix them with milk. And that's it. It's the healthiest and tastiest breakfast ever. You can also have mashed potatoes. Boil some potatoes, mash them, add some rock salt, pepper, coriander leaves, and if you want, add a little curd on top. Yum. If you do not have the time, then make a smoothie. In a blender, just add 2 bananas, peanut butter, soaked almonds, and some milk. And finally, if you have the time, then mix kuttu ka atta with boiled potatoes. Make a dough, make a roti, and you can have that with either mint chutney or some raita. Now after breakfast around 11 a.m. you'll start to feel hungry again. Here are your mid-morning snack options. At this time you can have your regular chai or coconut water or buttermilk or neebu pani. You can even have roasted makhanas or you can have dry fruits like walnuts, cashew nuts, kishmish, or even dates. Another option is you can have freshly cut carrot, cucumber, or beetroot. For lunch, always start with some salad because the fiber from them will make you feel full faster. Then you can have sabudana khichdi or samak rice khichdi. But if you feel like having roti, then you can have singhare ki roti with lauki ki sabji, paneer sabji, or any vegetable that you like. See, I know that samak rice khichdi and singhare ki roti sounds complicated, but it's really not that different from the regular cooking, except for the change in raw materials. Plus, you'll find a number of cooking videos online. But if you're having trouble learning how to cook, then this video will teach you a step-by-step procedure of how you can learn Indian cooking in just 5 days. Do check it out, I've left the link in the description. As always, end your lunch with a small bowl of curd. It will make you feel full faster, plus it also aids digestion. Remember, the trick to weight loss is this: eat slow and pay attention to what you're eating. Because that is how your brain will get the time to realize that your stomach is full. And that is how you'll not end up overeating. So around 4 p.m. your stomach will start making noises again. So as evening snack, you can have a sweet potato, boiled or baked. You can even have roasted peanuts or roasted makhanas. 1 or 2 days, you can even have your sabudana pakoda or vegetable pakoda with curd. But don't have it every day. If you're planning to work out after like 30 minutes, then the best thing to have right now is a fruit. Remember to eat the fruit directly and don't make a juice out of it, because that way all the fiber will be lost and all that sugar from your fruit will hit your blood directly, which is not a great thing. Coming to dinner, you can have the same things for your dinner that you had for your lunch. Just make sure that you have an early dinner around 7:30 p.m. If you feel like eating something light, then grate some paneer, grate some carrot, add a little rock salt, pepper, curd, mix it, and you can just have that salad. Or if you feel like having soup, then fry some ginger, some broccoli, spinach, coriander, add some water to it and blend it, and your veggie soup is ready. Around 9:30 p.m, have a glass of warm milk with a pinch of haldi, because milk slows down digestion and will keep you feeling full until the next morning. And please, sleep on time. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep is crucial to ensure that you do not overeat the next day. But most importantly, just like the rest of the days, even during Navratri, it's important that you move. Walk for 30 minutes every day or do this 15-minute home workout. But the best option ever is to dance. Dandia is the perfect opportunity to move more during Navratri. But if you want me to make a separate video about how to dance at a dandia/garba party, then comment and let me know. See, during Navratri, it is crucial to let go of your cravings. And the only scientific way to let go of your cravings is to eat food that heals your body. Like not a voodoo magic way, but nutrient wise. Think of it this way. Food is like your lifelong partner, and craving is like having an affair. If your partner loves you, strengthens you, fulfills you, then why would you want to go after an affair, aka craving? But if your food is like junk that makes you low on energy, constipated, makes you feel incompetent, then obviously you'll have multiple affairs. I'm so proud of that analogy right now. And that realization is your bonus tip for the day. So if you know someone who's having multiple affairs with food, then make sure you share this video with them. On that thought, I wish you a very, very happy Navratri. Eat healthy food, dance like no one's watching, and make someone happy today. You can start with me by subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell icon, because I make videos specially for you. I promise to see you again next week. Until then, keep fighting the urban fight to be fit.